All right, welcome everybody. Welcome back. If you were watching us earlier, we just had some great Fortnite matches. We played a Royale mode for our last week of the season, for our Fortnite season. And then just a few minutes ago, we finished up our match with the Hanover Horde Gold team, getting a win against the Wolves from Triangle, North Carolina. So trying to keep the winning streak going with our Horde Gold team taking on the Kraken from Monterey, California. We're getting set up here. We got a few remote players this week, and then we've taken on, like I said, taking on the Kraken, who's a tough team from Monterey, California. So the Horde did start the season with a tough loss against the Hanover Heroes team. It's tough that both our center teams played each other that first week. But they're back and ready for some action. Good, solid team with a few returning members from the Horde team, along with some new players and players that we've promoted up from Silver. We've got Ash Plays Over, El Guapo, Pizza Freak, Slith 097, Kid MDK, and Toonbury. That's our lineup for this week. Really talented kids, really talented crew, and I'm excited to see what they do against the Kraken. So we'll be right back. Let me get some things set up with them out there in California, and we'll hopefully get this match rocking soon.
Let me show you how the boss does it. We put in work.
See ya.
Yeah. Ain't no killing this energy. Spilling from the sky, them lyrics being.
They are nothing to me.
The grind don't stop. We give it in 100 till the squad on top. We put in work. The grind never dies. We give it in.
Time for the fireworks.
All right, we're going to kick this thing off right now. We've got our Hanover Horde Gold team taking on the Kraken from Monterey, California. All right, so we are spectating. Here you can see the first point of the map. So the Hanover Horde is in blue if you're rooting for the Horde. If you're rooting for the Monterey Bay Kraken, they are in red for this first match. So here you see the point that we're going to try to defend. We should start out on defense. So we'll be coming in from this direction, setting up, trying to usually hold this choke point. A lot of times you can put a DPS up in this little perch up here, rain some fires down. Sometimes you push down a little bit further on that catwalk. All right, so let's see who we got from a lineup. DJ Fame, that's actually Liam, is running a Reinhardt. Looks like a Roadhog's going to be run by El Guapo. Pizza Freak's running his Reaper. Ash Plays Over is going to be running a Lucio. CNH Gamer PC7, Toonbury is going to be running an Ash. And Mercy is going to be run by Sliss097. And they're going to be facing a Reaper, a Baptiste, a Reinhardt, Wrecking Ball, Anna, and a Junkrat from the Kraken. So again, the Horde is in blue. This is a gold match against the Monterey Bay Kraken. Alright, so here you see the defense is set up here. Looks like they're taking more of a long-term defense here instead of trying to hold the choke, but looks like they're going to start to fall back towards this choke. DJ Fame gets an elimination against Monterey Bay, and we're going to chase them back. You can see the Reinhardt worked his way on this side. Reinhardt and Reinhardt battle. Charge knocks him back. Pizza Freak's going to get a couple eliminations against the Reinhardt and the Baptiste of the Kraken, but they're going to come back at a couple eliminations on us. So trading eliminations on both sides here. Good first round battle, but it looks like the Horde is going to hold. With Pizza Freak, you can see push him out there, work his way back towards his team. But you can see one of the Monterey Bay Kraken worked his way back in here. You can see the Reinhardt's put to sleep and ultimately taken out by the Anna from Monterey Bay. They're going to get their their Reinhardt back here. Anna with a couple really good eliminations against the Horde here. Horde's kind of got their backs against the wall with them working their way to the point. Pizza Freak does get a couple eliminations before the Junkrat takes him out. See if the Horde's able to work their way back here. We got a Roadhog on Roadhog battle, but he's going to be taken out, and they will quickly earn points towards the first point here. And looks like the Horde will fight their way back unless this Lucio gets in here. He does, but he's going to quickly be eliminated, and that's going to do it for that. They're going to have to fall back to the second point here. So good push by this tough Kraken team. Again, this is a relatively new Horde team. Just a few returning members from the Gold team with a couple new players from either the Silver or the... new to the league. So you're going to see they're going to try to hold this point here. Ultimate unleashed by both Reapers finds a lot of players from both teams home. So the players are strewn across the floor here. Work our way towards the point. They are earning credit. They did get the Reaper back here, but he's quickly going to be taken out by the Ash, played by Toonbury. Being closer to the spawn of the Horde gives them the benefit. Ash, with her ultimate, ends up taking out the remaining players of the Kraken, sending them back to the spawn. So it looks like they're going to try to hold up here at this point. As they kind of scope where the opposing Kraken might come from. Still need to hold for 4 minutes and 21 seconds. That's a long time to hold. The Kraken did a really good job pushing past the defenses of the Horde that first time. It's going to make it really tough to hold this second point. But right now it's a battle against the clock, and hopefully to hold the point. We'll see. You can see that Reaper's getting in deep there. Reinhardt pushing out. Comes that Reinhardt charging in, but he's going to be eliminated. Ash, again, a couple more good eliminations. Trading eliminations on both sides. Pizza Freak out there. Good res by Mercy, played by Sliff097, is going to bring the fight back. Ash is going to eliminate Junkrat there. And that's going to stall their next push. So Horde, like I said, gave up that first point quickly, but they're doing a really good job with holding this second point. Now down to 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Looks like they're going to try to hold this choke here on this angle here. Watch it from this angle as they push in. It's a little tight to see this point. Get a good angle on it, so we'll watch it from here. You can see the Junkrat pushing in from the Kraken, the Roadhog, and the Reinhardt using their shields. Each of the Reinhardt doing a good job. Earthshatter there does find the Horde home. Good eliminations taking place by the Kraken. Eliminating two. Pizza Freak unleashes his ultimate. Does take out their Ana. But that's going to do it for them. Looks like they did get a couple people to the point back here. The Horde is going to have to hurry back. The Reinhardt does get back in time, but not before they earn about 2/3 of the credit on the point. But they quickly take care of that Reinhardt and Reaper of the Kraken and stall that push. So at 2 minutes 22 seconds, really good hold here for the Horde. Like I said, they gave up that first point quickly, but doing a nice job holding this second point. You see Ash there trying to get those long-range eliminations. Gonna try to hold again on this top side. Fire Strike there finds its way home. Good job. Ultimate unleashed by the Reaper of Monterey. Big Kraken. Ooh, that one's going to hurt. 4 players eliminated by the Reaper play of the Kraken. Reinhardt sleep. I don't think they're going to be able to get back after that one. Devastating Reaper blow. And they're going to get 2 points on this first map. So we're going to flip sides here with Hanover, and the Horde are going to push. Time is of the essence here. Even though they gave up that first point quickly, they did a good job holding them that second point. And let's see if that comes into play here. If they manage to get 2 points, then the clock really becomes important for the overtime. All right, so this time Monterey Bay will be defending this position, this point, and the Horde will be making their push. Let's see what kind of, if we've got any changes to the lineup. Looks like a similar lineup for the Horde, and the heroes this time looks like they're going to be running a Zarya and a Brigitte. So a little bit change to their comp while they're playing defense. The Brigitte gives them a little bit of additional shield capability along with the ability to heal there. So that might be a good play on their behalf. Depends on how they play the defense here. Whether they're going to defend back here closer to the point, hold this choke, or push forward to one of the alleyway chokes. Here you see the Horde coming in. They're going to need to be pretty aggressive here in order to... Good push here. They did work their way into the defenses. Haven't pushed through it yet, but they're getting a little bit deep. Good charge by that Reinhardt. He's going to take up space. See if it allows the DPS to get home. It doesn't. The Horde needs to move a little bit quicker when their tanks run in there and make that space. They need to be ready to make that push. Looks like this push is going to fall apart. They need to fall back and try again as they ultimately all get eliminated. As you can see, the Reaper's going to find his way back. So good charge by the Reinhardt, but they just need to time it a little bit better in terms of their push here. You can see we got some longer range fires coming in here. Again, fairly new team, still trying to figure out what to do, what works. A good elimination by Ash, taking out that Reaper that was so critical last time. Earthshatter there. See if this lets them get in. Again, they need to be quick once they make those decisive tank moves, but the tank gets pinned back and also be eliminated by the tank. Good res by Mercy there. I think that's going to let them get the numbers advantage here, get to the point. So good play by the Horde there, where it looked like they were initially going to be held off. from that push. Good res, good time charge by DJ Fame, and good team eliminations is going to give them this first point with 5 minutes and 18 seconds to secure the second point. Oh, lost in the sauce here. Working our way towards the second point here. See if they decide to come right up the middle. Looks like they might be. Sometimes that's the bolder move, especially when you've had recent eliminations before the teams had time. You can see they were set up on the side there. Ultimate unleashed by the Kraken Reaper does find some players home, but the Horde is on the point, earning credit towards the point really quickly. See if they're able to continue to hold it. Pizza Freak comes in. Good eliminations by the Reaper again from the Kraken. He's been the kryptonite for this Horde team. But they did start to earn some credit there. We'll see if they can work their way back. Again, time is of the essence. Kraken had 1 minute 44 on the clock. So the best the Horde can do here is tie with as much time on the clock as possible to secure more points in overtime. See the Horde, looks like they might be making a push up the middle, or maybe just playing a little feinting game, feinting the middle push and then pushing up here on the right hand side. That looks like what they're going to do. So you can see they're making their way up this corridor. You can see the Reaper over here in this corner. He unleashes his ultimate, does take out 2, 3 good eliminations by the Horde. Well-timed ultimate by Pizza Freak there. Reinhardt comes in here quickly, but they're earning credit. See if they can hold the point before they're able to get back here to spawn. They might just be able to, and they do with 3 minutes, 38 seconds left on the clock. So way to rebound Horde. They gave up that first point really quickly. But they held on the second point, and because they held it so long, now they have almost a 2-minute advantage on the Kraken. So now each team will have whatever remaining time they have on the clock to secure as many points as they can. So the Monterey Bay Kraken will have 1 minute 44 seconds, and the Hanover Horde will have 3 minutes and 38 seconds. So clear time advantage to the Horde. All right, so the Kraken will be pushing, the Horde will be defending. See if they do a better job getting together and setting up their defenses this time. Again, the Kraken made a hard first push, and the Horde weren't able to stop it. They pushed in there quickly. So let's see how this one plays out here. If they can stop them for the full minute 44, then they'll have a chance to come back, secure a point, and win the map. So well-played match by both teams so far. Really fun to watch. Looks like the Horde might be pushing forward here, probably just to scope out what the other team is running. I'm sure they're going to fall back to the point here and set up more of a conventional defense. Just trying to get some cheap fire strikes in there. You can see the Ash sitting up top, trying to get some good shots in there. You can see similar lineups run by both teams. The Kraken are running a Diva this time. Probably hoping for that Diva bomb. That can be really destructive, really can take out a whole team with a well-placed and timed Diva bomb. So 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock. Good hook there by the Roadhog, played by Toombury. Good eliminations by all the members of the Horde here. Looks like they're going to chase them down, get a few more eliminations. Just 1 minute left on the clock. Horde's being a lot more aggressive this time. I think that plays into their style of the game versus trying to play him back. Looks like the Junkrat's going to try to sneak through here and take on the back line, but he's going to be taken out by Mercy and some of the other Horde members. So good job by the Horde. Looks like they've started to find their groove here against the Kraken. Sometimes it just takes a little while to work out that plan, but still 35 seconds left. They can make a good concerted push here. You got some heroes out front, or some Horde members out front here playing Disruptor, trying to get some eyes on what they plan to do. 24 seconds left. Looks like they're going to try push from the left side here. 20 seconds left. They need to make their push. Horde's done a good job being out front here. They do get elimination on the Mercy of the Horde. That could be critical. We saw how hard it is once you get eliminated. They do have a Brigitte here working their way towards this back line of the Horde. They also have the Reaper on the point. Good eliminations, though, by DJ Fame. Gets 1-2 eliminations. Takes out the Reaper. They are in overtime, but looks like they are going to hold the Kraken to no points for this first push in overtime. So now we're going to flip sides. At this point, all the Horde needs to do is take the first point, and they will win the first map of Hanover. So well played by both sides. This is a really fun map to watch so far. Really well played, evenly matched teams here. So the pressure is on Monterey Bay's defense. The Horde have a complete 3 minutes and 38 seconds, so they aren't nearly as pressured to make a really fast push. They have time to kind of set up, figure out what the defenses the Kraken may be running. Looks like the Kraken are running a Sigma this time, so again, they like to run those shield tanks and those shields in defense, along with running the Brigitte and the Reinhardt, which is a smart move. Those shields absorb a lot of damage. Looks like we lost a player. Let me see who we lost. Looks like we lost DJ Fame again. Let me see if we can get him pulled online, and we'll get this. We'll get right back to action. Yeah, Abram, jump in. Which one's he sitting at? All right. All right, we're back. We swapped in Little Dog 248 again because DJ Fame is having connectivity issues. He's out there in Philadelphia running off hotel internet, so I'm sure that's not helping too well. All right, so here we go. We got our defense set up here. See if we can hold them off. Or I'm sorry, we've got our offense set up playing against the defense of the Monterey Bay Kraken. The Horde just need to get in here and get just this first point to win this first round. Mercy, nice resurrection of Pizza Freak after he's taken out. Lucio's taken out. Again, the Horde don't need to make be super desperate in their pushes. The Reaper does take out the Roadhog of the Horde members, so they are down a tank at this point. Probably going to wait for him to rally until they decide to really start to push in here. Everybody's just a little skirmish is taking place. I'm sure the push is coming soon. A couple eliminations again. That Kraken Reaper is really doing a good job getting into our back line, taking on our DPS and our support characters. So they're rallying up here. So really hard when our shot caller keeps getting disconnected, kicked out of the map. Reinhardt's going to make the charge here, but he's going to get taken out. And Ryan, so good eliminations, but still 2 minutes and 11 seconds left on the clock. All right, looks like they're going to push in from the left side here. Again, they just need this first point. Let's see if they play together this time. See if they're able to break through these defenses. Ultimate unleashed by the Kraken takes out the Ashe and the Mercy of the Horde. Reinhardt taken out, so Kraken's doing a good job really setting up the defense this time. Again, we're down our main tank. He disconnected. Bad day to be on bad internet, unfortunately. It's always good to have all the kids in here if we can, just to prevent that. But, you know, life happens. We have kids playing remotely. It's part of the process. So here comes the push by the Horde. See if they're able to make the push this time. Looks like everybody's been charged up here. Let's see if we're able to take advantage of that with a good push. It's now is time to make the push. 1 minute and 9 seconds. Sigma Ultimate doesn't really do much damage, but good eliminations by the Kraken. So just 1 minute remaining. You got Pizza Freak in here. There was eliminations on both sides, so both teams are sparse. But see if the Horde can take advantage of them before they can get back in time. They're going to need to make a hard, strong push here. They should be able to push in pretty deep into the defenses. Reinhardt gets the push in here. They're starting to build some time on the clock. They are on the point at this point. They did switch to a Doom. Let's see if they're able to make an ultimate unleashed by Jack as they start to earn credit. But the Kraken are making their way in. They're earning credit again, and they do get the first point. So good job again. Little Dog stepping in. Stepping in for DJ Fame while he gets his system rebooted here. And that's going to give the Horde the victory on the first map. Here's the ultimate unleashed by the Kraken Reaper. You can see how just 1, 2, 3 eliminations, and then he follows up with one more elimination on the Roadhog. That Reaper from the Kraken is tight. He's got some really good gameplay. So let's go ahead and credit the Horde with the first round there, and we'll come back here in just a few minutes with the next round. So give us 3 minutes and let's get it set up.
They say that you can see the devil dance on idle hands, so we put in work. Amen. Put the city on my shoulder blades and molded waves. Focus on the future when it's rolling pain.
This is gonna be fun. What's this?
When it's no pain, it's no glory. Legendary grind for the history. Come to shut us down, you a what army? We about to go live for me.
Let me show you how the boss does it.
We put in work.
See ya.
Ain't no killing this energy. Spilling from the spirit, them lyrics being.
They are nothing to me.
The grind don't stop. We giving it 100 till the squad on top.
All right, we're back and kicking into this thing. The Horde took the first map, which is Hanover, and now we're moving on to Horizon Lunar Colony. We've swapped sides, which means since the Horde had defense the first time around, they will be on offense first time. So they are running the red. They'll be in red if you're cheering for the Horde, and the Kraken will be in blue. Again, this Horde Gold team, they started out a little slow, and then they came on at the end there, played a really good second portion of that match to pull out the victory. But it was a tight match, well played by Enrique and all his teams out there in Monterey. It's always fun to play those guys. We're in our really a third season, so looks like Abram. All right, we might have to swap in another player here. Just give me 1 second, and we'll get this thing cracking. We'll be right back. What are you playing, Abram? Are you in? Are you good? All right, we ready? Are we good? All right, and we are back. Sorry about that. Oh. Abram, back in. Sorry, we'll get this swapped out. They're having internet. All right, we're gonna probably just move our character back in. It's just all right, so we'll kick this back in here. Sorry about that. We've got, again, a remote player. He's not on a reliable connection, unfortunately, right now. So he keeps dropping in. So we'll swap out our main tank, which is unfortunate. But we make do, and we drive on to keep on schedule here. We got another match right after this. Our Silver Horde team taking on Palo Verdes, a new team to the league. So, again, the Horde is on offense here. They will be pushing towards the defense of the Kraken. They requested a timeout. So let me see what's going on. They might be having issues on their end. We'll come back here shortly. Hopefully get this kicked into this match. So we'll be right back. All right, we are back. Hopefully we're good this time. We decided to restart the match, give everybody enough time to kind of get set up and rejoined in. Hopefully DJ Fame doesn't drop out anymore, or else at some point we're going to have to make a call to just keep driving on without him. But he's in there now. Hopefully he's locked in, and we can kind of finish this match out strong. Again, the Horde will be setting up here on attacking, and the Kraken will be defending. So I think we're good this time. See the Kraken setting up their defenses. They're going to be running a Bastion this time with a Ana, a Sigma, a Reinhardt, a Mercy, and a Reaper. And the Horde, this time we're going to be running a Pharah with Pizza Freak running a Pharah. Looks like a similar lineup to last time. So let's see how this plays out. Seeing a Bastion in a gold match is somewhat rare, but it's a great defensive weapon if you can keep him alive. He's extremely vulnerable with up-close DPS. With a lot of times with the play of the gold levels, those DPSs are used to getting in deep, but he's definitely a super strong defensive. But the Reinhardt comes in behind him, knocks him down, eliminates him real quickly. You can see how vulnerable he is, but a couple good eliminations by DJ Fame there, taking out the Mercy as well. That's going to allow them to get deep in here, see if they're able to take advantage of it and move into the side. They do. Good hook by the Roadhog there. Pharah gets an elimination. Really good pushes. Lucio is going to get a boop. And they are going to quickly earn credit towards this point on this first push. Looks like it is going to drive the Kraken back, and the Horde will start to push towards the second point. So here they go, moving towards the second point. You can see the Kraken are setting up on defense here. Looks like they're going to take the high road in here. So good shield action by the Reinhardt there to absorb the stuff. He's going to charge in, take on that Sigma. But the Kraken comes back and gets the Ash, but not before the DJ Fame does take out their Sigma as he's in deep. A couple good eliminations by DJ Fame before he's taken out with the Reinhardt of the Kraken. Pizza Freak takes out both the Reaper and the Mercy. So good job there. That gives them the numbers advantage as they start to earn credit towards the point. Not before they get a Wrecking Ball back there quickly. He's quickly going to be chased off. But he's got his little anchor in there. It's all no-holds-barred brawl at this point. Eliminations on both sides. Mercy res on the Roadhog there. Critical res right in the middle of the action. So good job there by Slip097 getting them back in the action. But it's tough to take this point so close to the spawn point of the Kraken. But they're doing a good job. They're earning credit towards the point with the elimination of that Lucio. They need to stay on that point, but quickly they get their Wrecking Ball right back into the fight. Wrecking Ball, Mercy, the Reaper down here. Reaper, he gets eliminated by the Pharah. But they still kind of earning credit here and there. But no sooner than they start earning credit, the Kraken work their way right back onto the point. You have to think this is going to come down to one well-timed ultimate. Eliminations on both sides. Hard to see who's winning this fight. It's really more of a skirmish. This point is extremely hard to take, like I said, because it's so close to the spawn point of the opposing team. Pharah does get an elimination on the Mercy, but that Reaper, again, from the Kraken, takes out the Pharah and the Ash of the Horde. Alright, so the Horde's making another push. They got that first point quickly, but the Kraken have responded well with this second point. Held off the next couple pushes. Looked like the Horde were going to do it. They got about 2/3 of that little globe secured. Here comes a Wrecking Ball. DJ Fame's currently running a Wrecking Ball now. Swapped over to that from his Reinhardt. We'll see if that works to their advantage or not. Does put his mines there on the point. Does manage to take out one of the Lucio. Pharah comes in with elimination on the Wrecking Ball. Let's see if that gives them a couple more eliminations. Lucio, they do get a res on the Wrecking Ball, though, right there at the point. Well-timed res for the Kraken. But they're earning credit towards the point. Let's see if they can get rid of this Wrecking Ball. They might just do it if they can get that Wrecking Ball out of there. They do, and they get the second point with 2 minutes and 55 seconds left on the clock. So pretty good job by the Horde there. Now they're going to flip sides. They're going to have to defend against the Kraken here.
Initiating match.
All right, let me make sure we are good to go on this side. Talking to the opposing team there. All right, work our way back to the first point. where the Horde will be set up on defense. They'll be set up oriented in this direction. Again, typically using the high ground to rain fires down on the enemy moving in on their position towards the point. The Kraken need both points to keep this match going. If the Horde keep them from getting 2 points with whatever time they have remaining, they will win this map and they will win the match.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
All right, so the lineup looks like they're running a Junkrat from the Kraken standpoint. Looks like the Horde is going to stick with their lineup, having Pizza Freak run that Farah. Let's see how that plays out from a defensive perspective. It obviously worked out from an offensive perspective this last time, so see if we get the kind of same benefits from that. All right, playing the high ground here. Got the Lucio down there running some... Getting some eyes on. Farah Mercy combo, if played well together, can be really, really tough to deal with. Let's see the fires coming in from the Kraken point of view. Fire strikes raining down by DJ Fame, who swapped over from that Wrecking Ball back to his primary. Which is Reinhardt. The little fights in the corridor taking place here. It's a little too hard to see in that corridor sometimes. But they're chasing down, and they do eliminate that Reaper, but not before a couple of the support elements for the Horde are taken out. They do work their way towards the point. A couple more eliminations. It looks like the Monterey Kraken are going to take this point pretty quickly. From the Horde. So again, both teams take that first point quickly. It's going to come down to how well the Horde can defend this second point. So this being closer to the spawn point, this position benefits the defending team. So they have 5 minutes to defend this position. It's, again, a tall order, much like the first map in Hanover. So they definitely have a lot to worry about. But a couple good eliminations by Ash and Farah there, taking out the Mercy of Reinhardt of the Kraken. That's going to make their push hard when they don't have their main tank and main support element. But they're going to continue their push here. See if there's ultimate unleashed at some point that impacts the play of the match. Reinhardt charge does take out the Lucio of the Horde, but he's going to be rezzed by the Horde again. The Horde are in red, so good play there by Slith097 to bring him back. Ash with a good elimination on that Reaper. As many times as you can take out that Kraken Reaper, the better, because he has been a thorn in the Horde side. They need to keep an eye out on him because we've shown that his ultimate can just change the direction and trajectory of a match. All right, here you see the Kraken making their next push up this top side corridor. Looks like the Horde's going to try to make a defensive stand here. Good fire strikes. Reinhardt on Reinhardt battle. Looks like it's going to be taking place here. Wow, eliminations on both sides. Ultimate unleashed by the Farah. Good res by the Kraken Mercy to bring back that Brigitte. But I don't know if it's going to be enough here. We'll see. Good battle taking place here between the Roadhog. Monterey Bay Whales gets a couple more eliminations. It's a grudge match, a battle here. Ultimate unleashed by that Reaper. I knew that was coming as they start to earn credit towards the point. But again, the Horde is so close here to the point. It's hard for them to earn that credit as quickly as they need to close out that 100%. Got that Wrecking Ball we can show is always super pesky here. Good eliminations by the Farah. Mercy brings back the Lucio and but another resurrection right there on the point by the Mercy from the Kraken. So good reses on both sides. See that Wrecking Ball and that Roadhog here. They're trying to get him off the point, but he's buying time to get his team back. The Wrecking Ball comes back here on the point. Again, 3 minutes and 4 seconds. So how long can the Horde hold off this onslaught? They got to get to that point. Here comes Zafara with her ultimate. Does manage to take off a couple of the Monterey Kraken, and that's going to give them control again and send the Kraken, the majority of them, back to spawn to regroup. So 2 minutes 42 seconds. The Horde doing a good job holding this point. Kraken nearly had it. They got started earning some decent credit towards the point, but the Horde pushed them back. See that Farah just lighten up, sending those rockets in there. Put up those defensive mines by the wrecking ball there. Monterey Bay, a couple good eliminations there. Another set of eliminations. That Roadhog ultimate comes in there, wipes out 1, 2, 3 of the Horde members. See if they have time to get back here. That was a good timed ultimate. Looks like they might get back here just in time. 1 minute 55 seconds. This may come down to another tiebreaker if they're able to secure the second point. Looks like they do almost get there just in time. Looks like one of the Horde Ash members gets there and there. Allows the Wrecking Ball to get back in there. I'm sorry, the Roadhog, but he's quickly taken out. They got a Lucio in there. He's taken out. And that will do it. They will secure a second point just before the Horde Wrecking Ball able to get in there. So that's going to tie it. We're going to come up to overtime. Looks like we are really close on time. The Horde will have 2 minutes and 55 seconds, and the Kraken will have 1 minute and 36 seconds. All right, so let's zip back over here to the first point. So this has been a really evenly matched fight, and that's what you would expect with these teams. So this time, the Horde in red will be playing defense, and the Monterey Bay Kraken will be trying to push towards the point. So let's see if the Horde can hold this point. They did not do a good job holding it this last time. They gave up that point extremely quickly. So here comes the Horde. Looks like they're running a similar configuration again, running that Farah. It did really well on that second point. The first point didn't do so well from a defensive perspective, but we'll see how it works out this time. I'm sure they're adjusting their plan. Looks like they are set up a little bit differently this time. And looks like Monterey Bay is running a similar configuration to last time with that Junkrat and the Brigitte. Again, they have 1 minute 25 seconds to get as many points as they possibly can. Good elimination by Pizza Freak to take out their Mercy. Critical piece, taking out that main support so early in an assault. Saw the Roadhog get a hook there, but that Reaper takes out the Zenyatta of Ash plays over. Reaper on Reaper battle won by the Horde. Eliminations being traded on both sides here. Again, if you're rooting for the Kraken, they're in blue. If you're rooting for the Horde, they're in red. Looks like the Horde's going to have to resort to falling back to the point here. See which team's able to get their team back. Good hook by the Roadhog. This is kind of the critical fight right here. Whoever wins this one might win the point or get the ultimate defense. But with that Mercy kind of latched onto that Roadhog, he's going to be hard as they start to earn credit. To the point, the Horde may have to surrender this first point. And it looks like they might. So the Kraken do a good job with just 15 seconds left. Unless the Horde can get back here in time. 11-10 doesn't look like it. Looks like they're going to surprisingly surrender it. I really thought they could have probably got back there in time, especially with just 15 seconds on the clock. But they're going to play a defensive game, and they're going to try to get 2 points themselves the second round. All right, so good eliminations by Monterey coming in here hard against the Horde team. Really working hard. They've only got 10 seconds. The Horde really has to defend this point hard, but the Monterey is coming in here. They've got 4 seconds left. Ultimate unleashed. They start to build credit. It is overtime. The Horde needs to get back on point. They have the Wrecking Ball. He needs to stay on point. Give time for his team to get back. Mercy's the only one down there. Tries for the res. She does get the res, so they are in overtime. They're gonna Horde is gonna have to clear them off the point if they want to keep them from get the second point. But the Monterey Bay Kraken will just not be denied here, and they do secure the second point. So 2 points. I really did. I couldn't believe that the Horde surrendered that first point so quickly, and the fact that they got that second point. That's going to be a tall ask of the Horde to come back here and fight their way back into this with two points. Really good job by the Kraken. Good job. This is a super intense game. All right, so this time the Horde are going to be pushing against the Kraken. They have 2 minutes and 55 seconds, so they have a luxury of a little bit more time than the Kraken had. But I was really surprised. I think the Horde needed to take a little bit better defensive composition when playing defense. I think their comp that they're playing now is well suited for offense, even though it looks like they've swapped one player out. Looks like they're going to be running a Sombra this time. So we'll see how that plays into the offensive attack. And on defense, looks like it's a similar comp for the Kraken. So let's see if the Horde's able to convert here and get both points and keep this thing going.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Alright, so here comes the Horde. Again, they're probably going to have to take this first point pretty quickly. It looks like they're going to send that Sombra deep behind them as quickly as they can. Looks like they're moving towards the point as fast as they can. They did have a player back there earning credit, but he was quickly cleaned up. Good res by the Horse, bringing Lucio back. Pizza Freak with elimination on their Junkrat, so good job taking out the DPS as they push in further here. So the Horde's pushing closer and closer to this point. They've got him on the point. Good Earth Shatter by DJ Fame there, but he's ultimately taken out by that tough Reaper from the Kraken. He is the thorn in the side of the Horde, but ultimately it's a good team they're facing here in the Kraken. A couple good eliminations by the Kraken there. Send the Horde back to spawn. Just 1 minute 55 seconds left. Alright, so you can see the far raining down fires from up top there. See, it looks like we're making more of a center force charge. Pizza Freak gets an elimination there. Looks like they made their way on the point, but the ultimate unleashed by that Reaper takes out 1, 2, 3 of the Horde members. Again, that Kraken Reaper, that's hard to say, as has been tough for the Horde to deal with. I really think the Horde should be running a Reaper to counter that Reaper, which is typically Pizza Freak's #1. So we'll see if they decide to make that comp change. I think they just need to mirror him, Reaper for Reaper, and shadow him. Just 43 seconds left on the clock here. Good fire strike by DJ Fame as he gets in here. You can tell they're a little bit desperate. They need to get this point quickly. But they get a couple eliminations there. They are starting to get the numbers advantage there. Good eliminations by far. Mercy brings back the Lucio, and it looks like the Horde might be able to secure this first point with just 20 seconds left. So similar situation unless the Kraken decide to come and try to get here on the point. All right, and they do. So they have just 38 seconds. They need to make a quick, hard push and get in there, really kind of try to elicit overtime and try to even this thing up. So exciting match. Each one of these matches has come down to the wire, and this is no different here. Pizza Freak does take out the Reaper of Monterey Bay, but Farah with a couple of good eliminations that gives them the number advantage. Let's see if they're able to convert here. Just 10 seconds left on the clock. They need to take care of that Reinhardt. He ultimately charges them away from the point. This is exciting as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching this, you are watching some great Overwatch action. Ultimate unleashed by the Reaper from Monterey Bay Kraken. So it's a grudge match, still maintaining overtime here, but it does not look like the Horde are going to be able to do it. And the Kraken win the second map. So each one of these rounds goes to overtime. Super evenly matched. Really fun to watch so far. So that Monterey Bay Reaper is really tough. We'll see if the Horde decides to come back and play their Reaper, because I think we have one of the better Reapers in the nation too. But Kraken's making a case for being considered that right now with that great play. So all right, so let's credit them with their point. And this is all going to come down to the last map, which is Paris. We'll come back here in 2 minutes with the rest of this match and keep this thing going. So stick with us.
Let me show you how the boss does it.
We put in work.
See ya.
Yeah. Ain't no killing this energy. Spilling from the spirit, them lyrics being.
They are nothing to me.
All right, we're back. If you watch this match, both rounds have gone into overtime and just evenly matched on both sides. So much fun to watch. So let's kick into this thing. We're playing Paris, which is the third map of this assault round of the second week of the season. GG's over to the Kraken, GG's to the Horde, GG's all around. Just well played match on both teams. It's been really fun to watch. We got a fun map here. This is one of my favorites. I know a lot of players don't necessarily like this map. But there you see the spawn point. They're going to come out here. A lot of times you're going to try to hold this choke right here by taking this high ground and defending against the position. Back here is the point for the map. So let's see what each team runs. All right, so Monterey will be running the Reaper, Mercy, Reinhardt, Wrecking Ball, Brigitte, and the Junkrat. And the Horde will be running a Reinhardt, looks like a Roadhog, a Pharah, a Lucio, a Genji, and a Mercy. If you're expecting to tune in for the silver match, you'll have to give us some time. We are still getting things set up here because this gold match is running over. So if you're rooting for the Horde, they are in blue. If you're rooting for the Kraken, they are in red. So far, it's really been a great, evenly matched match here. So the Horde will be playing defense here. See the Lucio out front, getting eyes on what they got. Again, taking up kind of that typical defensive position up here on this ledge. You can see the Horde Genji was eliminated pretty quick, pushed too deep into the lines there. On defense, you don't want to push too far ahead of that. You got your Reinhardt out there, pretty far forward. He's going to be taken out. So Horde's being super aggressive this time. So let's see if that kind of play pays off on defense here. Maybe the coach told them that they were playing a little bit too defensive, but the Reinhardt's going to get taken out again. So he's going to have to work his way all the way back. I don't know if he'll be able to do that in time before they get to the point. But we do have our Roadhog here, our other tank here. He's going to get almost booped, but he finds his way back. But the Roadhog's taken out, and again, the Horde defense is found vulnerable here. I do not think they have a good defensive comp set up. Pharah does get a couple good eliminations on them. And Mercy's here trying to hold the point. She's not going to last very long, but it allows Reinhardt time to get back to the point here. So it's a Reinhardt on Reinhardt battle. He's going to win that. So good job by that Mercy to hold the line just long enough to let that Reinhardt get back there and clear them off the point before they secured that first one. So good play. Sometimes you need a character like Mercy to hold the point just long enough to keep them and drive them back. So good play. Plays like that can make the difference in a match. So again, let's see if they're a little less aggressive this time, pushing forward with their DPS ahead of the tanks in a defensive position here. So here you see them kind of working their way, kind of dividing and conquer, splitting their push in two different directions here. A Reaper, or the Reinhardt, is going to push on the point here. Pharah does get a good elimination there. See an Earth Shatter there. Let's see if it can take advantage of that. Their Reinhardt is eliminated. Junkrat Tires coming in here. Just eliminations on both sides. Fall damage by Monterey. Gets a couple of environmental kills there. And I don't know if they're going to be able to make too many more pushes. Minute and 18 seconds left, so they probably got time for a couple more good pushes as the rest of the Horde members make their way back up to set up their defense here. Fire strike coming in from the Kraken. Again, the Horde on defense, they need to stop them from getting this first point if they can. Just 1 minute left on the clock. So they make their way past the defenses. Ash plays over and his Lucio's gets taken out. Ultimate unleashed by the Kraken. Reaper only finds the Ash. So we'll take that every time. A couple good eliminations by DJ Fame. Pizza Freak there. It's going to send the majority of the team back to spawn. And once again, the The Horde is pretty close to keeping them off this first point, but the Kraken have showed their resiliency and ability to mount late stage comebacks. So 17 seconds. They have time for one more good push here. Get to the point and calls overtime. So they're going to charge in here to the point. There's no doubt in my mind this is going to be a battle right on the point. Let's watch it from a high point of view. Pizza Freak gets elimination of their Junkrat tire. Reinhardt's on the point here. Let's see how this plays out. Earth Shatter unleashed. Good elimination by far to take out their Reinhardt. See if they can clear this Wrecking Ball off the point. He is pesky. He is hard to deal with. He comes down and makes everything difficult. Pizza Freak, the Reaper from the... gets a point. They are in overtime. They do have a numbers advantage here. Ultimate unleashed by Pharah, but they do start to earn credit. But not before the Ashe gets back. They are in overtime. Nobody's on the point, but they do. And he stopped them from getting that point. They got so close, the timer was winding down. So good job by the Horde on defense there. Managed to get no points on that Paris map. So all the Horde needs to do to win this match is to take this first point. But that is not going to be easy. This thing has been going back and forth. This is a tough point to take. And we'll see if the Horde is able to do it. If they do, they win the map and they win the match. So it all comes down to this. And I throw it back to that Mercy play. That Mercy, I believe it was played by Slith097. Got there on the point, held it for just 1 second, allowing that Reaper to fly back in there before the clock expired and keep them from earning that first point. That would have made the difference in this game. So the Horde is pushing in this time. Looks like they're going to be running similar configuration, running an Ashe this time. From the standpoint of the Kraken, looks like they're running the same configuration, running that Junkrat. All right, so here comes the defense of the Kraken. I'm guessing they're going to run a similar configuration, running on that high ground. It's a great defensive position to be in. You can quickly fall back to the point. You have good field of view. All right, so let's see how swapping up with this Ashe from the Horde works out. Junkrat gets an early elimination of Ashe plays over, but he's quickly rezzed by the Mercy. But not before the Reaper gets in there and takes out the Mercy of the Horde. So the Kraken need to hold for another 3 minutes and 30 seconds to drive this into overtime. You can see the Reaper getting deep into where the Horde's at, but he's taken out. So let's see if the Horde can take advantage of that really aggressive play by the Kraken there. They need to be talking and they're communicating. They took out that Reaper and make a move because it takes a while to get back. So Horde's making the push here. They've got the Pharah Mercy combo working their way here towards the point. They did get the Reinhardt over here on the point. See if they can get the Hog in there. Here comes the Hog. Let's see him. He's kind of the critical piece to this. Couple elimination, boot by Lucio there. Good job. Couple eliminations by the Hog. This is played by Toonbury. They start to earn credit towards the point. Good boop there. But he's put to sleep. They are earning credit towards the point. They just need to beat the credit earned by the other team, and they do. And the Horde will come away with a tough fought victory against the Kraken from Monterey Bay, California. Excellent match. Well played both sides. Congratulations out there to Enrique and that Kraken team. That is a tough team. That is a heck of a Reaper. Here you see the Roadhog. And here you see that ultimate by the Monterey Bay Kraken Roadhog just doing damage across the board. So this one is going to go to the Horde. And that is going to do it for this gold match. Really well played by both teams. Really exciting match. If you want to watch some good quality Fortnite or Overwatch, that was it. That was a lot of fun. It was exciting. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. So thanks for tuning in. We've got to hurry up and get set up for our next match. We got our Silver Horde team taking on the team from Palos Verdes. So should be a lot of fun. Let me get that set up and come on back for that stream soon.